Lewis Hamilton endured a disappointing qualifying but has gained a spot on the grid following Daniel Ricciardo's penalty. Lewis Hamilton has been given some food for thought at the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix after Daniel Ricciardo was handed a three-place penalty on the grid. Hamilton was set to start the race in 16th following a shock exit from Q1 qualifying on Saturday. However, the Brit has since received a one-place boost after McLaren man Ricciardo was docked 3 places on the grid. This comes after the Aussie racer was penalised for impeding Esteban Ocon. Ricciardo drove slowly around the Jeddah track in qualifying, and in turn, was said to have got in the way of Ocon, who was working on a fast lap. Despite the 3-place penalty, the Australian will only drop 2 places from 12th to 14th following the withdrawal of Mick Schumacher after his horror crash on Saturday evening. This, therefore, means Mercedes man Hamilton will hop 1 place up into 15th, with the Saudi race only featuring 19 drivers due to Schumacher's absence. However, the Mercedes man has revealed he may not start from the grid on Sunday and instead opt to kick off his race from the pit lane so he can make changes to his car. Whether this gives him a concrete advantage to move up the rest of the field remains to be seen. However, a start away from the grid could see the 7-time world champion avoid a usual chaotic start. Speaking about the idea, Hamilton said, "Maybe I'll start from the pit lane and change the car again to make sure it doesn't handle the way it just did." The 37-year-old has made his frustrations at his new W13 Mercedes car more than clear whilst out in Saudi this week, and his struggles were clear when he was remarkably eliminated early on Saturday. Explaining his problems post-qualifying, he said, "For sure, there is something wrong. I had no rear end. I don't know what George did setup-wise. The car was feeling good in P3 and I made a couple of adjustments, but I had no rear end. The rear was just so loose." Whether he starts on the grid or not, the Englishman will no doubt be keen to get himself closer to the front of the pack from the off, and revealed he is still aiming to come away with points despite his lowly start. When asked if he could get into the scoring spots, Hamilton said, "Yeah? So much can happen, but I just apologize to my team. Everyone works so hard and when you don't deliver for them it's gutting." His teammate George Russell will kick off the race in 6th, whilst last year's title rival and world champion Max Verstappen will begin in 4th. Verstappen's teammate Sergio Perez will start on pole for the first time in his F1 career, with the 2 Ferrari drivers Charles Leclerc and Carlos Sainz starting in 2nd and 3rd.